All right, guys, so I've been tagged by Super Jacob to share with you 10 bags in my collection that I cannot live without. This was a tough one, so stay tuned. Hello everyone and welcome. If you're new to my channel, my name is Caleb. Welcome. On here you're going to find a lot of things like luxury shopping, reveals, reviews, unboxings, luxury travel, daily vlogs, pretty much anything that has to do with life and style, you're going to find it right here. So before we go any further, hit the subscribe button down below, give this video a thumbs up, say hi down in the comments. Find me over on Instagram, caleb.snell.designer. So today's tag is the 10 bags I cannot live without. Now before we dive in, you all know when it comes to a tag video, I love to give credit where credit is due. So from my understanding, this was originally started by Kat L as one type of tag, then fashionably Amy was tagged, picked it up, kind of put her spin on it, tagged Super Jacob, which everyone's videos will be linked down below in the description, of course, hello. And then he tagged me along with a whole list of other content creators here on YouTube. Honestly, I was super excited when he tagged me. I was watching the live, I was like, tag me, tag me, tag me, because I wanted to do it. Like, this is one that I haven't been tagged in yet. And the thought process to picking 10 bags in your collection that you cannot live without got me kind of excited. So I will be honest, this took me all of like maybe 10 minutes to prepare for. Not gonna lie. So these are like the 10 bags that I have to tell myself, like, Caleb, you just carried that, try something else. So it was super easy. All I had to do is like ask myself, like, what are the bags that I'm like constantly like wanting to switch into that I'm like forcing myself not to because I want to carry something else or I need to carry something else just for the sake of rotation, everything getting out and about. So once I got into that mindset, it like totally unlocked this for me. And I'm like, oh, that's a favorite. That's a favorite. I mean, I don't have favorites in my collection, but you know what I mean. So today, the 10 bags I can't live without, starting with number 1. All right, so you've already seen it sitting up here. The very first bag in this list, and this is going in no particular order. These are all like bags that like really excite me all the same. However, it just happens to be my Hermès Kelly. My Hermès Kelly, I still can't get over saying that. So this is a 35 centimeter, which honestly, in my opinion, is the absolute perfect size for a Kelly. This fits everything you need. And it's like compact too about it. Like I absolutely love that just because it's so thin. This is the blue jean color, which I've wanted for the very long time. Palladium hardware. I have the lock and strap in my closet. I love this bag. I've carried this to lunch once. I'm just so nervous about carrying it to work, like just because I'm worried about maybe like a coworker like coming into my office, going through papers and like maybe getting a pin mark on it. Like, hello, like I pay a lot for this bag. I'm not trying to get it ruined. So, but this is more for like weekends. When we spend time in the city, this will definitely be going out a lot more, especially once the weather kind of warms up again. It's a little ucky here in Chicagoland lately. However, I absolutely love this bag. This bag was years of dreaming and several months of saving and planning and finding the right one, and it's paid off tenfold. I am so happy that this is in my collection, and I can't wait to add a Birkin, another Kelly, a Lindy, Bolide, Gypsy, all of them. I want one of everything. Now that we've covered number 1, which is the most expensive bag in my collection and on this list, let's reverse gears, switch it up, and look at the least expensive in my collection and on this list. And that is none other than one of my favorite bags, the Burberry nylon Buckley tote. Buckley, king of the hill. Every time I think of this bag, I think of Buckley with his little angel wings on the trampoline. It's a vibe, if you know what I'm talking about. If not, YouTube it, it's out there, I promise. But I love this tote. There is just something for me in like a squishy nylon bag that you can just kind of like toss around and not have any cares about. You can actually use it. This one actually goes to the salon with me and I just stick it on the hook because I don't want like hair, water, and hair products on it. So this is the bag that goes to the salon. I had wanted this when it first came out like 10, 12 years ago and never did it. I don't know why. Probably the price. I was in college. So when I found this on shopgoodwill.com for next to nothing as far as the handbag goes, I had to have it. Now, this was totally gross, very dirty. The pictures did not do it justice. They looked a lot better in the blurry photos. So what did I do? I threw this in the washing machine. Sure did. The hardware came out okay. The fabric looks fantastic. The leather was fine. I did give it some Apple Guard leather moisturizer when I was done just to like make sure it didn't dry out from the wash. This is such a fun bag to carry. These superfluous drawstrings are kind of fun and a little bit never fully, in my opinion. And I just love the size. It can go on my shoulder, and the interior is the Burberry, I think this is the Novacek, and it's a vibe. 100%. This is a good rainy day bag, and the reason it made this list, like I said, I love a cheap, a good cheap throw, like a throw around bag, but I also love a bag that you can carry in the weather. Like I'm gonna be able to carry this in a blizzard and not worry about it. I can carry it when it's pouring rain and not worry about it. It is a phenomenal bag. I mean, aside from looking a little dated, I don't understand why Burberry, doesn't have this in their lineup still or something comparable. Super fabulous bag, lots of fun, leather bottom. It's a win-win. I absolutely love this thing. Next up on the list, bag number 3, and if you've been around the channel for a minute, you know Balenciaga is going to be on this list. I have been sleeping on them for a little bit. I haven't bought any Balenciaga, and I really have been reaching for my Balenciagas, but one bag in my collection that I could never do without is my Balenciaga City bag. I absolutely love this bag. I think this is the Argent Gray with the just classic hardware. Both of my cities are classic hardware, and I love the vibe. It's 100. So this actually came with the original box, the original paperwork, and one of you actually reached out and said, oh, I think my husband helped open that store and still knows the sales associate that sold that bag. So it was kind of fun, like a full circle moment, if you will. I think that for any handbag lover, it is important to have an appreciation for all of the it bags of yesteryear and to have a few in your collection, which we're gonna see a couple more today, by the way. This is like the perfect bag. This is in the Agno leather. It's swishy, it's soft. I love using this thing. So maybe I'll switch into this for next week. Nope, that's a lie because I have a new bag to share with you guys. So make sure to come back. Next Sunday, I am going to have a phenomenal Holy Grail Louis Vuitton unboxing, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. It's so good. So now we're moving along. We're almost halfway through this list, and I am so excited. Like these are all my favorite bags in front of me, so I'm like low-key geeking out right now. So let's switch it up. Let's switch gears, and let's talk about some Coach. All right, so number 5 on this list, and this probably comes as absolutely no surprise to you guys, is the Coach Denim Soft Tabby. This is one of the bags that joined my collection this year. I know, one of many, I get it, I have a problem. And Zane actually bought this one, so it doesn't count. Anyway, this is the Soft Tabby. I have the short strap on it now. The long strap is in my closet for crossbody wear, but I absolutely love this bag. Zane also got my initials heat stamped here on the hang tag. The interior, just a super fun light blue. It's perfectly laid out. It's giving Fendi Mama Baguette vibes for a fraction of the price. I love that the back zipper pocket can actually hold a phone, believe it or not. This bag, it's so fun. It's so comfortable. It's like, kind of wearing your best friend. Okay, the connotation now that I'm thinking about it in my mind is a little creepy, but it's literally, this bag it's so comfortable. It's like your favorite pair of jeans. That makes more sense. Not your best friend, it's your favorite pair of jeans. And it's so comfy, so easy to use. I have to force myself to switch out of this bag because I will literally carry it for weeks without switching bags. And that is not an understatement. I think I did that, a couple months ago where I just couldn't get enough of this bag. It is the perfect size. It does carry a little less, so you'd have to be a little bit more mindful, switch down to like a card holder, stuff like that. But overall, it is a phenomenal bag. I've traveled with it. It is perfection. I heard rumors. Now don't quote me. I'm about to say what I'm about to say, but I think Coach is coming out with the black denim version soon. And Zane's already got a look on his face. I will be at the store just like when this one came out before it's on shelves. You got that black denim bag? Because I will want it. It will be in my collection. And I was talking to another one of you. I'm hoping they do like a ruthenium or like a darker hardware on that with the black denim. That would look fire. So keep your fingers crossed. Coach, please come through. Give us some more denim because this is the perfect bag. Okay, so we've looked at a lot of my favorite bags just because, they're fun to use and they excite me, but utilitarian vibes are crucial sometimes, especially on weekends. You all know I love my weekends and I like to be footloose and hands-free. The perfect bag for that, aside from, well, the Soft Tabby I just showed you, is none other than my Gucci multicolor Marmont bag. This is in the color blue. I mean, hello, obviously you can see. I'm sorry, I don't know why I told you it's blue. You can see it's blue. I love this bag. So quick little story time. There was an Instagrammer, Gully Guy Leo, I think. He did the campaign for the multicolor, but he wore the green flap version with the green suit. It was a total vibe, 100%. I really wanted that one, but I also fell in love with this style. I am very particular with how my bags wear, and I didn't want it to have that peak. You know how everyone's like, oh, your Chanel, the top's tinting and it's a thing. I didn't want that to happen, especially with the fabric bag. So I kind of fell in love with the shoulder version, the camera version more. This one, I think I actually got one of the last ones in the company before they all showed up at the outlet. 6 months later. But we were in Spain, we were in Barcelona, and we were walking down Passeig de Gracia. I looked in the window and they had some of these still in stock. I missed out on it here in the States, but they still had these in the store. We went in, they gave us champagne. It was a wonderful afternoon. And I walked out with this bag and 3 others that day. But I absolutely love this bag. This is the perfect bag for weekends, traveling, you name it. Everyone, you know, myself included, like, oh, you know, it's a Marmont bag. We've seen it. Like, thank you. Next. But until you own one and actually use it, then you understand, like, oh, I get it. Like, not only is it, you know, this is a Gucci bag, but it's like a perfect bag. Like, does that make sense? It's so easy to use, so comfortable, so fun. The strap is adjustable. I love the little bit of chain, and the chain is the right weight. You know, sometimes companies will kind of cheap out and do lighter chain. This is perfection. Next, let's move on to some of my bigger bags and my more iconic bags. Are you guys excited to see what they are? So speaking of multicolor, yes, you've guessed it. My next bag, number 6, is my multicolor Speedy 30 in the color Noir. I mean, what else do I have to say about this bag, you guys? It is stunning, it is everything, and it is heavy. I absolutely frickin' love this bag. This was, you know, Marc Jacobs LV era, like, perfection. I really missed his collections at LV. Like, I feel like he really understood the brand, and he gave us like classic heritage cues while also making it more modern and of the time, and like the whole it girl McBling Y2K era. Like, he nailed it. Like, it was perfection. If we could kind of bring some of that back to LV. I love this bag. It looks great with a tracksuit. It looks great dressed up, and whenever I wear it out, it's like compliment central. People fall head over heels for this bag when I'm out and about, and it is so much fun to carry. Love this bag. I want the white one. That is going to be part of my 2023 journey, is the Blanc version. Moving right along, and let's stick to LV. My next most important bag that I absolutely love is none other than the Palace Beauty bag. Now, I picked this one up when we were in Germany. I'm not going to tell you the story. I've literally told it 1,000 times. So any thumbnail you see of me holding up this bag, the story is there, I promise. But I ran in a teddy bear coat through the streets of Munich at Christmas time to buy this bag. It was the last one in Germany at the time, and then they've been recently discontinued, which is a bummer because it is perfection. Anyway, it is the beauty bag technically, but it is the perfect clutch. So I do carry this one quite a bit. I haven't lately. I haven't really been in my clutches lately, honestly, but this one is perfection. So it has that like Torion leather up here at the top, their calf skin, monogram, some brass. Like, this is truly a good all-weather bag. You don't really have to worry about it. In the interior, it's that Vuitton lining, which we love to hate, but you can wipe it down. So if you do use it as a beauty bag, you can easily keep it clean, keep it perfection. The front can hold a phone. It like goes the whole length of the bag down. I love this bag. It was quite a splurge at the time for me. Here we are now buying Kelly's, but it was at the time, it was a bit of a splurge. This will always have a special place in my heart. That was a fun trip with Zane. We went and celebrated Christmas in Germany, so it's pretty cool. We're in the realms of clutches, little bags. Let's talk about one of my favorite evening pieces. So this is, we're back to Gucci again. This is the Gucci Lady Lock briefcase clutch, I think is what it was called, in the black python skin. It is a vibe. This is some Frida Giannini era goodness. The quality is outstanding. I carried this to our wedding dinner the night before. You've got the keys over here to lock it. The lady lock just opens, and then the interior, I don't know if you guys can see it, is purple suede with 2 compartments, and it's just, this is Gucci. Like, I love this era of Gucci. I think Frida Giannini doesn't really get the credit she deserves, because I think she did a really great job kind of carrying the traditions and the styles and the interpretations of Tom Ford into a new era. I just don't think she was given long enough to flourish, but I absolutely love this bag. Now, the next bag in my collection is also one of my favorites. This one did end up in the vlog sale. I quickly took it out, changed my mind because I love it too much. It is none other than, thank you, assistant. The YSL Muse 2 in the blue version. So I have this in 2 colors. Again, we love multiples around here. I have the green with the mock croc suede, and then I have the original. This was like the flagship bag for that collection. This is what you saw in all the campaigns and the advertisements with Kate Moss, and it is absolutely perfection. This is a great bag. Much like the Tabby, it's just like that soft, comfortable, familiar feeling. I love the shape. It is very Birkin Kelly-esque, so you kind of get that vibe without spending the coin, I guess. So this kind of held me over for about a year. The bottom has these really cool rails too across the bottom to kind of help aid the feet in keeping the bottom of the bag up off the ground. Like, overall, this is perfection. I really miss this era at YSL with like the minimal hardware, minimalist approach to design with interesting materials. I like YSL, don't get me wrong, but I kind of want more of this back in their collections again, you know what I mean? All right, guys, so that was bag number 9. and we're at number 10. Now again, this was really no particular order. I love all of these. These are my top 10 bags. I can say if I was having a fire, I would grab them because I've had two. You're probably thinking to yourself like, well, we already covered Balenciaga, we've seen the LVs, we've seen the Kelly, we got a Coach bag in there. What's the 10th bag? It's a Peekaboo, obviously, but which one? That's the surprise. So as you all know, again, I love my multiples. I have 4 large Peekaboos. I have the black goat skin, I have the tan calf skin with the denim interior, the blue made to order Celeria, and then I have this one. And this is, of the 4, probably my favorite. Like, I absolutely love this bag, and I'm gonna show it again. I love showing it off. This is the backside. This bag is the beaded one. I mean, it's stunning. You can't say it's not. So in the interior, you have all that beautiful beading that catches the light. There's also embroidery. You have Dow 1925 because that's when Fendi was established, was in 1925. I mean, this is the bag that ends all bags. It is heavy. I have never carried this into the city. I've carried it shopping a few times, but never in the city because unless I have a hotel room and I can go set this down, like I'm not trying to travel with this bag. It is heavy. You have all this beading, that thick, rich cowhide leather. Like, I mean, this is a stunning bag. I absolutely love it. The corners are perfection. The beads are perfection. The hardware is shiny. Like, this is a good bag. Again, I have the strap in my closet somewhere. Of all the bags in my collection, this is the one I probably think about the most. Like, I have some good bags. I'm not gonna lie. Toot my own horn, fine, toot toot. But this is the bag in my collection that like lives in my head rent-free. I have to be like, oh, you know, I want to carry a Peekaboo, but I can't carry this one because I want to carry it all the time. It is fabulous. Anyway, so that were all right, guys, so those were the 10 bags that I can't live without in the current time. That could change. I love these bags. I love my whole collection, quite honestly. I mean, hello, I've picked all of them. These are the 10 bags that, like, if I had to have a micro collection, I mean, I guess I could settle for these. It'd be fine. I could do it. I could live with it. I want to thank Jacob for tagging me in this. This was a lot of fun. I'm also going to be doing, like I said, the 10 bags I see myself within having 10 years or whatever. That'll go up on Wednesday. So I'm going to tag 3 individuals just to, you know, give shout outs, keep the tag going, but I want to tag Melissa from Melissa Adams Wade. She has a fabulous collection, so I'd love to see her 10 favorites. Jamie from Lux Petite, she's a fellow Chicagoan, fabulous collection, so I want to see her take on it. And then Quirky from Classics with a Quirk, she has a really fun collection, so I'd like to see her take on it. Show us your 10 favorite bags, and make sure to join me on Wednesday for my 10 bags I see myself within 10 years, and join me on Sunday after Thanksgiving for the mega and almost final unboxing of 2022. It's a Louis Vuitton Suhali. You won't be disappointed, I promise. So until then, guys, have fun, stay safe, have a wonderful holiday week here in the States, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday. All right, bye-bye.